5. It is a marking scheme last year. Obi, young koda. So who say we your recovery rate near fast. Me free Saturday and a jona embo na kura na me mahuni ekona bibia mama kuma tomi. Until we are ready to be a formidable opposition party. And I make us anya me metena ho ansa na eba ba mu enyama de foforo. Until by the grace of God, I believe say Nyankopon be hye ne ho anyonyam. Oma Ghana ndi men can say just because of opposition you are wishing anybody bad. Name mama bomu na be kire omado ananya sa. No, we are willing and ready. So whatever the people of Ghana have decided, just as President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia promises say the least they can do for Ghanaians is to allow us have a free, fair and peaceful election. I commend the President and Vice President said that has been delivered. Mijide so obi any baby Obeka say Abanwe has not delivered that. It has been delivered and it has enhanced the image of Ghana around the world. In fact, Abatu Emumaye interview with Al Jazeera, with BBC, Voice of America, any Radio France International. People are so shocked. Even other African countries are and former commentary on social media. Obviously, Ghana voting day I was in the country. As I hear in Koso, people were just going about as if nothing is happening. Ebia no momo ekromi enye sanete. Ye we bronya ebetwi soloku ya bom. Uko social media NPP for NDC for nyina soloku no ya sha se ayetwi bom. Enti me I am ready to look at the 2028 battle ahead and prepare and psych myself and help the new patriotic party to mobilize. Nagana for who say we are a formidable group. When the NDC fails, I will catch them from the sky. Inti kakra metini aka ede asoso.
Mate me dey say party for ATO no.
Inti me mo nyina mo ebo mabaso obi biara okoto obi bi oye adwuma. It is not a joke. Obinya 0.2%, Obinya 0.8%. Even if it's 41%, yesom. Even say more yakrana, yesom, yazebe man and mwedre, ananya sa. Ya many to ye yim, sa bad time. Inti, enye who cry, inti me show moon crying. Say we will regroup, we will reorganize, and we will defend the exit track record of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It is Nyame Adumle Drew 7 January. When you be picky exchange rate of that date, the GDP growth of 2024 cumulatively together. So in third quarter GDP 7.2%. We will put out all the projected growth rate by all the international communities of where they expect Ghana to grow in 2025, 2026 as we exit the IMF program. And here the better abonten when we say PC peg and sheshe no e han ye expect to see ebeko when do anye ne ebeka Ghana fo ankasa and ebetwe krata na dia bekire useni. And here hona me di besi na se transition.
Martin Tiafemra transition common so ne nhwe I think virtually the CN inauguration of the team almost starting meeting and the issue and a person will address and some fellow scratch for so edit to just say in common cost on eba up say more last minute recruitment be a payment be ma third party contractors be you have to brief the transition team na munya omunyina concern na mo to sana mo no and our issues with that
your obi edin kind let me put it on record say until area mene minua bema Felix na we are not members of the transition committee a statutory committee entinra chia omo coachia enra enhemu omone Ghana mampanyi koyeye any moving to conference center ni na ye de ne enka na mom committee ni si nkonwa no eno mo se be ya bibia bekoso wano na communication ni bibia ebeko yi akwa asomdwe mu no each side should appoint a spokesperson. Until the NDC appointed Felix Kwachi-Ofosu and the new patriotic party and now outgoing government no President Akufo-Addo led government no appointed me. And the instruction was simple. I say yemi and we should confer patriotic and you we should confer say ye the assembly ba beto abontia it should be joint say ne yesi akwakoto aba no asumdue mu na ye try enya say bibi akoso bia ye obi ade but look at how graceful the leaders have been, the way His Excellency Dr. Baumia did his concession speech, the commitment shown by the government, say you have nothing to worry about.
Yes.
In fact, President Akufo-Addo amaminu abema yujinahi, I issue statements. Beyond that, or my directive, I mean, say, just as in 2020, Omokache so be Antonio official vehicle, no. 2024, the directive still holds.
Yes, 3rd January,
Obi an official vehicle and submit it, and then you will get the receipt showing, say, the car number and chassis, say, every property you bind in your possession, was submitted. Me ba mu manje bungalow.
Okay.
Let me fear.
Okay.
I say my life, I didn't transition into power, as in power. Until after election, and nothing has changed. That's what me cry and say.
Yeah.
So everybody, to the best of my knowledge, yenina unsa voting you be handing over notes by September, October, obia submit ne de. Niaka echire say even at the ministerial level, no ministry no more small transition committee to exit and give notes to make it easier for whoever coming in to understand the accounts and the systems and what's in place. We are on it and we are doing that. It doesn't call for violence. It doesn't call for anything. But Omo can specifically say assembly ya de beba beto abonte yemienu yeni ye hon komo ne enkonfe ansana yakase ya agree on this position. Entinre omo frame so yabo wudin see de waka ho no. I got that understanding. In fact, I proceeded to reach out to a few people to get Felic's number. Say be ochinanapa before the second meeting na me frɛ no for us to compare notes. So sitting here, I was so surprised to hear say he has even granted unilateral interviews. Ake kan sem ache nkrofo ama they have published some stories purported to be coming from him, and subsequently maintain interviews nibi. Some of the statements that is not what transpired at the meeting.
Okay. And
I believe say if we had the opportunity to confer as the committee had advised that objection and say protest no would have been recorded. Near reconciling a note to present things at the stand, but that didn't happen. But and I'm say some of the issues have come up. No, let me use opportunity in our feed the case to respond to them. Obi near the kind, mamin kind any nyane Ghana this year, and say by law, any by convention, the mandate Ghana mrapono. Eye executive authority Ghana mrapono de ma omampenyin a ebi ne de ama omampenyin na na Danko Akufo-Addo. It does not expire until the midnight of 6th January 2025. Yes. Transitions Act no Emma transition team no authority be say a constitutive committee na all of a sudden one abeche finance minister ni ontua ne kan ni manintia one abeche president appointment a wonye ne ne wonye ene ne nkeka ho enimu sa. And in fact sani erefi ni emra ne kakra na 2016 met my specific reference to two reference comments I me from me nuabema Felix Kwachi Ofosu and honorable Mama Yarga Ebra Omoforme committee on 19th December 2016 the incoming government na advise Omo on setting appointment. Omo say it's only a political comment and ma authority to show the government what to do whilst the mandate of the government has not expired. Entorious publications on Ghana Web, My Joy Online, Modern Ghana, from 19th to 20th December 2016, many a lot of references to share about near Felix Khan at the time, and if Honorable Mama Yarga, who is a member of the committee, Khan at the time, what can I say after former President Mahama lost the elections in 2016, or your appointment, substantive appointment to NCC, Mason Kromasa Okaya. Or say your appointment, substantive appointment to Shraj.
Yes.
Shraj boss on your appointment from I think somewhere 20th of December 2016 to date on one that's what
yes.
President Akufo-Addo amesesano. When him saw executive mining agreements. After Olusi election on 28th December 2016, or your appointment to Controller and Accountant General, or your appointment to Auditor General. In fact, as late as 4th January 2017, na former President Mahama egusu ye appointments, no gusu executive contracts, no gusu ye payments. of contracts are now by mu. And let me give you a few examples. I'm referring you to publication via Modern Ghana in December 2016. I will refer to a payment of 18 million euros. Waste management contract signed with SCL Waste Management Limited. Honorable Mama Ayarga executee. And at that time, when he was confronted, or can say, and I'm quoting, or say, I have, and I quote, I say, I have up to 6 January 2017 to implement what I want to do. And at the end of the day, I'm saying that the mandate of this government has not expired. Number 2, they were talking about payments being done by the finance ministry and controller and accountant general. And they were also talking about recruitment into some security agencies
and some MDAs.
Let me refer you. Sir Obi, we statements are Ministry of Interior the Beto Abonte.
Yes.
Announcements are Ghana Police Service at the Beto Abonte about schedule for recruitment all the way from August of 2024. Most active processes now.
Yes.
You would know, say Omayimu, answer no being your recruitment cry within the public sector. No. Omo drawn from Ministry of Finance and esa unya clearance. That clearance no authority a with commitments of finance ministry so towards salaries and compensations after assessment of allocation or more to give to that agency, ministry or security institution. And yet to say that's sorry after election na also nkwala bia yen check your background yen medical yen no do makogu training school.
Yeah, but also from their intel and apart from security agencies for no MDSDB recruitment and phone call interview or munye medical simple issue an appointment letters.
I'm telling you, say enya no kre, and me say enya no kre. He who alleges must prove.
Yes.
They should bring proof of any such individual on call interview or apply. The institution did not receive financial clearance for that recruitment within the budget year and walk ahead on their own authority to go and recruit. It hasn't happened. When him say omu recruit omu into the police service, no. In fact, they were at the Tesano training school before election. They were only released 2 days before election. So omu nyadeng omu nkotwaba no omu mbra back. Police service at the list but to all the regional capitals baby no more it was a public document. A clearance and also free finance ministry by and also so to abontain as a public document. Ministry be our work commitment payment. Yes, as Ministry of Information. When him say you procure 40 state of the art LED vans for information services department.
Yes.
And unkwani the major item are near what in our capex for this year. We were expecting delivery in September. Vans and in November. But what you say, they have to put in the necessary efforts to make sure say if you go and say me mpene my finance ministry into ya and civil servants now who are beneficiaries of this capital expenditure that has been featured in the 2024 budget since November 2023 no also because you are to abama so the remaining mandate of the current administration must expire. So that yebe accumulate sika to honum ama wo de abeye adwuma. Does it make sense?
But the argument has been said there is always precedence, and they refer to a letter written by Honorable Osafo to the then outgoing chief of staff. Say, and with your permission, no make kind
go ahead.
Or say, I write to confirm our agreement reached on the above subject matter per our telephone conversation on December 17th, 2016, which took place within the hours of 1700 GMT as follows. 1. The current rush to recruit personnel at various MDAs appears improper and must be discontinued. 2. It is agreed that positions such as the government statistician and senior staff personnel of IOCO are highly critical and must only be carried out with the explicit consent of the transition team of the president-elect. 3. It is mutually agreed that the recruitment of the government statistician and senior staff of IOCO and other MDA shall therefore be suspended by the government, considering that Considering the short duration of the transition period, we trust that any emergencies that may arise regarding the need for recruitment shall be considered on a case-by-case basis and with the explicit consent of the transition team of the president-elect. This letter was written on December 17th, 2016 to Julius Deborah. Why are you departing from that principle?
Obi, Wakasa.
Yes.
It is based on this letter na make us say. The then transition team members from Yeye Party wrote this letter. It is true, dated 17 December to the then chief of staff, telling them that this is what we think should be done. So they should depart from what they are doing. But they stated categorically and by action that the transition team's work does not place an embargo on the executive mandate of the executive president duly elected and sworn in as president of the republic. And after this letter dated 17 December, they went ahead to make all the appointments I mentioned to you on all these institutions. They came after this letter. They went ahead to sign mining agreements, contracts with Exxon Quebec after this letter. So clearly, they showed us, say, until their mandate, and I have also referred to the contract's execution by Honorable Mama Yarga and the interview he granted. Say his executive of mandate Ghana for their man expires on 6 January 2017. President Akufo-Addo na bind will expire on 6 January 2025 at midnight, and we are not asking for an hour beyond. But if they stick by the convention and they have shown us the law. And these issues, they even sent it to court. I don't know if you remember. If they have shown us the law, they've shown us the way, I don't know why all of a sudden they will depart from it. Because any area manaka don't pay cry, you see and change. Na yanso yamran ya mestate ye they afresh. So they should keep the same energy. Na nyame ya adomwa. Sa aka na otwe ahen Iddrisu 7 January. January na beba position obi amfane de nkoni fie. Ye beba omuchi dom prekope. Ni ye papa no, ye beka se mu apiafo. Ni enye no, we will be a responsive and responsible opposition. We will respond accordingly. You
are saying, sir, recruitment are in the various MDAs. They are according to law ni bibiano what happened.
Me say if it is legitimate, nothing stops